All right, let's dive into one of the shortest but most powerful letters ever written, 2 John. It's only 13 verses long, but wow, it packs a punch. It's all about navigating the tension between two huge ideas, truth and love. We're going to go through it verse by verse and create a mental picture for each one, so you'll never forget it.
So here's the big question this letter tackles, and it's a question we still deal with all the time, right? How do you really love people without letting go of what you know is true? And on the flip side, how do you stand firm in the truth without becoming cold and unloving? 2 John gives a really direct, maybe even challenging answer.
So the letter doesn't start with a big formal speech. Nope, it's super personal. It opens with an intimate greeting, and right away we meet the main characters and the one thing that connects them all, a deep shared commitment to the truth. Okay, verse 1. To lock this in, picture a wise, kind-faced old man, the elder, writing by candlelight. As he writes to the select lady and her children, imagine a warm, golden light of truth flowing from his heart directly to them. And this light doesn't stop there. It connects him to a whole network of other people, all glowing with that same light. It's a love rooted in a shared truth. Now for verse 2. Let's enhance that mental picture. That golden light of truth, it's not just connecting them from the outside. Now see it glowing from inside the chests of the elder, the lady, and her children. It abides in us, meaning it lives there, and it's permanent. It will be with us forever. It's a part of who they are. Moving to verse 3. Imagine looking up. From the heavens you see 3 distinct, gentle streams of light flowing down on the lady and her children. One is a soft silver for grace, one is a gentle blue for mercy, and one is a calm white for peace. And notice they all flow down into that foundational golden light of truth and love. They all work together. All right, so the greetings are done. Now the elder gets to the heart of it. This next part isn't just about what to believe, it's about what to do. This is the call to action. Verse 4. Picture the elder looking out and seeing some of this lady's children. And they're not just standing around, they are actively walking on a clearly marked sunlit path. Let's label that path truth. And the look on the elder's face, it's pure, deep joy. He's thrilled because they are living out the truth, walking the path they were commanded to walk. For verse 5, he pleads with her to love one another. Now to really get this, imagine the lady looking at an ancient, well-worn scroll, the ink faded from centuries of use. This command to love isn't some new idea he just came up with. It's the original rule, the one they've had from the beginning. And verse 6 ties it all together beautifully. Let's go back to that sunlit path of truth. Now look closer at the footprints the children are leaving. They aren't just normal footprints. They are shaped like hearts. That's the key image. This is love, walking on the path of his commands. The two are one and the same. Obedience is love in action. And just like that, the tone shifts. You can feel it, right? The warm, encouraging music fades, and something more urgent, more dramatic begins. The elder's voice becomes protective because a danger is threatening this whole community. Here's the threat in verse 7. Picture our sunlit path again, but now, lurking in the shadows at the edge of the path are these shadowy figures. They're trying to offer shortcuts, whispering to people, trying to lead them on dark, thorny side trails. And their specific lie, that Jesus wasn't really human. This wasn't a small thing, it was a foundational attack, which is why he uses the strongest possible words, deceiver and antichrist. The warning in verse 8 is so personal. Look to yourselves. For this one, picture a runner in a race. They are so close to the finish line, where a full reward is waiting. The elder is telling them, look over your shoulder, stay in your lane. Don't get distracted now and lose everything you've worked for right at the very end. The stakes are that high. Verse 9 shows the 2 possible outcomes in a stark visual. Imagine someone being tempted by those shadowy figures. As they step off the sunlit path into the darkness, they become transparent, almost like a ghost, fading away. They lose their connection. But then, look at the person who stays on the path. They begin to glow even brighter, held securely by 2 strong, loving hands, one representing the Father, the other the Son. So, what do you do about it? Verses 10 and 11 give 2 very clear, practical steps. First, for don't welcome them in, picture a front door being shut, firmly and decisively. The bolt slides across. This is about protecting the home, the community. Second, for don't offer a greeting, see a person turning their back, creating a clear boundary.
It's not about being mean. It's about refusing to give any kind of approval to a destructive message. Okay, after that intense warning, the letter starts to wind down. The tone softens again, returning to that warmth from the beginning. The elder is looking past the danger to what really matters most to him: real, genuine connection. Verse 12 really shows us his heart. He says he has more to say, but he doesn't want to use paper and ink. Visualize this. One side of the screen is a flat, black and white letter. The other side is a vibrant, full-color scene of people laughing and talking face to face. That personal connection, he says, is the only way to make their joy full. A letter just can't compare. And the letter ends with verse 13. It's a simple, beautiful closing. For the final image, picture another family, the children of your elect sister, maybe standing on a nearby hill. They're waving warmly, sending their greetings. It's a wonderful reminder that this little community isn't alone. They're part of a much bigger family, all connected by that same truth and love. And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. This ancient letter said that true, full joy comes from face-to-face connection. So, in our world, a world that runs on screens, basically a high-tech version of paper and ink, how do we build that same kind of joyful, authentic community while still protecting the truth? That's a question that's absolutely worth wrestling with.